What's one experience you wish I never had? There's a lot of those ones probably. You can start crying again.
Yeah. Seeing your birth father be abusive to me, and
It's probably a good one.
having to experience him being incarcerated and all
What
of
does
the
that
things
mean?
that go along with that in jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably the number one. I'm sure I could come up with a few more, but that's definitely top of the list. Yeah, I wish you never had to experience that at all.
Well, it kind of helped me to be the person I am today.
That's true. That's true.
Sometimes I wish it didn't happen to me. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm glad it happened to me because it builds character.
It does. It does. Crappy situations make you stronger, usually, but
Usually.
still be cool if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what it is.
What do I do that makes you feel that I understand you?
I don't know. When you like agree with me on a situation that I took, like if someone says something to me and then you like, yeah, you should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to talk to you through all of those. I know it's not easy being in junior high.
Especially our being in junior high when you're the only African American in your entire grade.
Yeah.
And I've only seen like 2 other people that look like, or like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's not a lot of minorities where we are, and it can make it a little difficult. You don't really have a lot of other kids you can relate to, but. All right.
I mean, I don't necessarily get bullied for it a lot, but there is a
Good.
few instances that, yes, I do, and a few people that, yes, I do.
Yeah, part of that's just part of being in junior high, which doesn't make it okay or make it any better, but I don't know. Part of it's just life too. There's always
Life's
people that
annoying.
kind of suck. There's always going to be people that want to say things just to upset you, if for no other reason.
It kind of works.
It kind of works.
Yeah.
How's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
It just does.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to, yeah.
Go. Whenever you're ready.
Describe me to me.
Oh, man.
Okay, then.
You are
A butt nugget.
most days, yes. You are a wonderful friend to your friends. You regularly stand up for them. It's going to make me tear up. You kids making me do this stuff.
Don't
Tosh
cry.
made me tear up at prom a couple weeks ago. It's awful. I don't know. You're a pretty cool kid. I think it's awesome that you have cool hair. You don't mind having different hair. You are very strong. You don't back down against like bullies or people that say mean things to you or mean things to your friends.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm not much of a crier, so. Yeah, you're an awesome kid. You drive me crazy sometimes.
Well, it's my job. I'm a
Because
child.
you're strong and independent and strong-willed, and that doesn't just get reflected to other people. That also gets reflected to your dad and I.
Well, it's not my fault you
So
raised
there are
me.
many days that I wish you would just get reeled in a little bit. But when you tell me that you want to be the first biracial female president, I would not be surprised. Oh, do your best impression of me.
Oh, crap. Go to your room. I want a meeting. Why? It's what you say all the time.
Your room, I'm in a meeting.
Yeah. You always yell at us for, like, yeah.
Well, you guys are kind of noisy.
I'm quiet.
Sometimes.
when I want to be.
Want to see my impression of you?
Sure.
Okay.
You better not embarrass me.
What? That's where all the fun is.
Not for me, it's not.
You know, it cracks. Here, I'll show you what it cracks. The one thing you do that cracks me up a lot. You go like. You do that all the time.
Oh, what's the most ridiculous thing you've seen me do?
I don't know. Let's see. When you have always had quite a unique fashion sense, and when you were little, it was very flamboyant. You loved tutus and like just lots of different bright colors, and you would layer clothes all the time.
That changed real quick. I said that changed real quick.
And I remember one day, I think you went to work with me, and you had on like pants and leggings and a tutu over top of a dress with a sweater, carrying a purse, like, and a hat on. I'm not sure how you were moving in all the clothes that you had on, but you were happy with it. Your slippers, like, you were ready to go. So.
I don't ever remember wearing.
And it was all the time like that. You were always like that. Every day you got dressed up, you'd have on like 8 layers of stuff, and that's just how you wanted to look.
Your home screen is me walking to Dollar General in heels, a tutu, and a red shirt. That changed.
That's
I
all
got
right.
rid of like all my dresses.
You're allowed to change. Everybody's allowed to change. My clothing styles have changed over the years, so.
You used to like be like, when you went to work, you would look all fancy and stuff. But then when you look at home now, it's like hoodie and sweatpants is your work uniform every day.
If our roles were switched and you were the parent, what would be the first thing you'd do and why?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
All right. You remember this later when you're mad at me for something. I'll be like, you said.
You can't use that against
I'll be like,
me.
you said that there's nothing you would change. I'm going to put this one in my pocket to go home with me.
You can't. And you can't use that against me.
I can and I will.
It's in the rule book you signed when having me. That's not how that works.
That's not how that works at all.
How do I most inspire you?
Probably some of the same stuff that I mentioned earlier. Your strength and ability to be yourself and stand up for yourself no matter what. I think it's awesome. And I think it's awesome that you stand up for your friends as well, because that can get really hard. Like, it's one thing to stand up for yourself, but to go out of your way to stand up for other people is difficult to do, and it takes extra strength to do things like that. And that's not something that most kids do at all, as you see every day in school. Most kids and most adults don't do that either. It's kind of why we live in the world that we live in, because a lot of people don't have the backbone to stand up for other people. So I think it's awesome that you do. What does my love feel like?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Don't have a guess?
No.
Does it feel all warm and snuggly? Like a teddy bear? Am I like a teddy bear?
If you want to say that. If this were to be our last conversation, what's something you'd never want me to forget?
That I love you more than anything. You're my first baby, and we have been through so much together in the 12 years you've been alive. I knew this show is going to make me cry. And that I love you every day through every bit of it.
Hey, if you really enjoyed that video, and you also want to see what else we're doing at The Skin Deep, follow our newsletter at theskindeep.com/subscribe.